Hey YouTube, we're going to be canning pizza sauce today, so we thought we'd bring you along and let you see how we do it. This is the way the old timers do it here in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. I'm just going to click from video to video, so it'll just flip pretty fast to keep the video short because we are busy today. We're also going to be canning some green beans. But the first thing you want to do is, of course, pick your tomatoes out of your garden. Wash them really good. This is our first washing. We usually wash them the first time with water, let the water out, and then run fresh water again and wash them the second time. Then we'll run them through the squeezio to get the juice out. But I'll be back when we start doing that. Okay, once you get your tomatoes washed, and then you want to cut them into quarters. After you cut them into quarters, then you'll start grinding them. We're using the squeezio to grind ours, but you can use anything that you have on hand. If you don't have a squeezio or something to grind them with, you can actually squish them by hand and then just run them through a sieve to get the seeds out. Or if you like the seeds in, or if you want chunky spaghetti sauce or tomato sauce or pizza sauce, whatever kind of sauce you're making, then you can just forget that part completely. But since we're doing it for the pizzas, we want it with no seeds and no peelings in it. But after this step, then I'll be back to show you the next step. One quick thing that I forgot to mention: however much juice that you get, as far as the jars that you're going to need, and we're going to be putting these in pints. As far as the jars that you need, you're probably going to need about half that amount of juice, because you're going to let it cook down. That's the long part that takes a while, is the cooking it down. So when you're trying to figure out how many jars that you need to wash, to can up, and start heating your lids for, just kindly cut it in half of however much puree that you have, because by the time you cook it down to the thickness that it needs to be for pizza sauce, it'll be about half. Okay, so we've got the pizza sauce put on the stove now, and so all I do, you just season it to taste, but all I do for this is I add sea salt, I add garlic powder, I add onion powder, I add oregano, basil, and thyme, black pepper. You can add anything you want. Then once you add your seasoning, you just let it cook down to the consistency that you want. When it gets there, then we're going to start jarring it up. So while it's cooking down, we've washed the jars, and we're going to put the jars in the toaster oven to sterilize them. And once this comes to a boil, we're actually going to move it over to an electric stove eye, because it puts off less heat than this gas stove eye, and it's extremely hot here in the south today. But we'll be back when we get to that point. Okay, this has been cooking down about an hour and a half now. I've got my jars in the toaster oven, and they're all sterilized. So this is about the consistency that we're wanting this to for our pizza sauce. As you can see, when I'm pouring it off the spoon, it's pretty thick. And so now I'm going to jar it up, and then I'll be back. Okay, whoops, just got another ping. That's my third ping out of this batch. I wound up getting 6 jars of the pizza sauce. So that's how easy it is to can pizza sauce. I hope y'all give it a try sometime. Thanks for watching.